Vinnie Langdon Show.
Vinnie Langdon Show. We are back, man. Dude, so the Beastie Boys. I mean, did you ever find them?
No, and we still don't know if they've ever even heard the song, or if they like it, or if they hate us. I hope they don't hate us.
Yeah.
But
so there's a lot of people out there. I mean, even with my show, people on YouTube going, man, this is a sucky interview. He's lame. He should go do this or that to himself. And then I saw today, like the Cancer Bats, there's people going, dude, he shouldn't sing that song, or their sound engineer sucks, or there's so many people criticizing, the Cancer Bats.
Harsh.
What do you think about that? I mean,
I didn't even know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Thanks. I bring the bad news to him. Great. Oh, well.
Vinny, I didn't even know people felt like that.
But, there's people out there.
Dude, you should break up. No, I don't really care. I feel like the internet is like an awesome place for everyone to have their opinions out there, but if you let it, get to you, then...
Hey, I think of it as a play and another play, so just keep on watching it, man.
Yeah.
Keep on watching it, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean, what's your opinion? I mean, you actually personally like your band yourself, or are you
I
just
do.
like...
I'm a big fan.
Yeah?
I'm personally a big fan of the Cancer Bats.
If not, you would be like, man, I suck. I'm going to quit.
Yeah,
quit my day job.
I think if I was just doing this as a job, that's when, like people's criticism like that, like lame stuff would be like, oh, that band sucks, or like, these guys are losers. And you'd be like, oh, no. But I'm like, well, you just don't like my band. Like, that's fair.
Hey, there's like a billion bands out there.
Like,
go listen to someone else.
Probably like, I wish this sounded like the Jonas Brothers. And you're like, that's fair. Like, we can't all sound like the Jonas Brothers.
Exactly.
So those criticizing my band just want to hear more ska or more Jonas Brothers. It's like, I like ska. Jonas Brothers are fine. It's just not what we do. I'm sorry.
There you go. So tell us, my fans that didn't hear the story before, you were at a concert with your friends and, you're singing along and they're like, man, dude, you should be in a band,
Oh, yeah, when I got in my first band.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was singing along to NoFX. Nice. And my friend was like, oh, you should sing in my punk band. And I was like, okay. That was when I was like 16, 17 years old.
Right.
Yeah, now I'm 30, so...
Still doing it.
Yeah. Still trying my best. Haven't gotten it figured out yet.
So, here tonight, you guys are playing in Oakland. Is this your first time at this venue?
This is our first time actually even getting a chance to like really hang out in Oakland, so I'm stoked. It's dope.
Now, how is that for you? You're on the road, you're going to all these different cities. You're doing interviews, you're, checking in, doing sound checks. Do you ever feel rushed in a city like, okay, I'm here, let's do the show, get out of here, go?
Yeah, we never get a chance to hang out in San Francisco because we always have to drive to the next show. And like lots of towns are like that, but fortunately we got in early this morning. We went to Rudy's Cafe, which is I guess like owned by Mike Dirnt from Green Day. It's like his like diner. And it was amazing. So that was like our piece of like local flavor that we got to take part in. But yeah, lots of times like you never get to see anything in the city other than like the Jack in the Box or like the burrito spot. And that's about it.
Like counting how many KFCs and McDonald's are in this town. Like, wow, they must really like, fast food. Definitely. Now, how is the shows? Overseas. Is it the same way, or does it seem like, does it feel like a vacation or more of a job to you when you're overseas?
We still have a ton of fun doing it. Like, it's rad when you get to like visit all these places, but it's almost the same way. Like, you go to a place like Budapest. It's like such a crazy town. You've never been there before, but you show up in time to load in and you have to leave to drive to the next place like after the show. So maybe you're in a crazy spot, but you really only see like, the building around it. And it's like, well, that was Budapest.
Right.
See you later.
Go to Paris, France, you see the Eiffel Tower and you're like,
yeah.
What else is there? The Eiffel Tower?
We never get to see the Eiffel Tower. We're never anywhere even near it to like see it anywhere in the city. Like whenever we go to Paris. And it's like same way, you don't get to do as much touristy stuff because you are technically working, but it's still, the best job ever. So.
And how's, I was like, hey, nice bus, Liam. You guys got upgraded to a bus. And then you're like, no, Vinny, it's the one,
we're
van.
We're the van. Same van behind it. Yeah. But it's looking good. It's smelling great.
I bet.
2 years down the road, we got our trailer fixed. Yeah, it was awesome.
So this is the first day for the tour dates with Devil Driver, right?
Yeah, today's the kickoff.
And you feel pumped up and you're like, yeah, I can't wait for the kids to come out? Or is it like, okay, something's going to go wrong, you're anticipating,
No, I'm stoked. I can't wait for people to show up. We've had some like good time off, so it's nice to get back out on the road.
Right.
And like play some shows, especially like for us to go out with a band like Devil Driver. It's going to be a different crowd, so I'm stoked to see what they think of us, you know, more of like a metal crowd, more of like some older, gnarlier dudes.
Yeah.
I think they're going to party. I think they're going to look at Scobe, our guitar player, and they're going to want to party.
Nice.
That's my call.
So you've toured with so many great bands, and, you know, Every Time I Die, Alex is on Fire, Bring Me the Horizon, and what has been your favorite so far to be able to work with?
We've toured a lot with Alexis on Fire. Those guys are like our best friends from back home, and they've taken us like on tour all over the world. So for us, like getting to play with those dudes is always like the best thing ever.
And there's a lot of bands out there, especially like them. It's like, I didn't know they were from Canada. There's a lot of good bands from Canada, and, you know.
There's a lot of Canadian. It's like actors. You don't realize how many actors are actually from Canada too.
Right. Yeah.
We got a lot of hidden talent. Just look north, you know.
Yeah. So what other bands would you recommend for my viewers? I mean, if they like, you know, your style, that, you know, they're trying to be the next Cancer Bats in Canada, or?
I mean, good bands from Canada right now. Awesome band called Barn Burner that we're friends with. They have a record out on Metal Blade. I'm sure people have heard of 3 Inches of Blood, but like that's one of my favorite metal bands from Canada. Those dudes rip. New bands, there's an awesome band called Fame that's coming out of Winnipeg that sounds like Pantera. Those dudes are awesome. There's an awesome band from the East Coast called Sight for Sewn Eyes that sounds like Coalesque, like kind of gnarly hardcore stuff, like tech hardcore. So yeah, we got lots of stuff going on in the country.
Right on,
it's good,
man. So Cancer Bats here on the Vinnie Langdon Show. I mean, you've put out a couple new music videos since, you know, we last saw.
Yeah, we've done a couple. We have one for Dead Wrong and one for Scared to Death off the new record.
All right, well, we're going to watch Scared to Death. We're going to see if Liam was scared to death in this video, and I hope you guys won't be scared to death. Here we go on the Vinnie Langdon Show.